right, viewers, welcome to a fresh edition on this program, Health Super 7. I remain your host, Irene Okechukwu, and today we are going to discuss on FGM, that is, female genital mutilation. Female genital mutilation is prevalent in the society, especially in rural setting, due to some cultural and even mostly cultural belief. You see, a young lady is being circumcised, and this is more like a violation of human rights. She's being put into pains, torture, and with that, she can even suffer what they call infertility, especially if this girl is being circumcised at an adult age, maybe at the age of 16. You see her being circumcised. Before you know it, if she wants to take in, it becomes difficult for her. And not just that, this female genital mutilation can cause death, can cause shock, can cause lots of things. And the worst part of it is that the society, especially in rural setting, they keep promoting this because they will tell you that if they don't do it, that is to say the girl is not ready for marriage. You see a lady before she gives birth, they say she must do it. She must be circumcised just because they want her to be part of their cultural belief. But today, we are not going to discuss this topic alone. I have a health practitioner. She's the Deputy Director of the Primary Healthcare Development Board here in Abuja. She has a wealth of experience in the field and she has seen cases like this. And today she's going to be telling us a whole lot of what we need to know about on female genital mutilation. She is Ambassador Dorothy Ndidi Osai. It's a pleasure to have you on this program.
Yes.
All right, but before we go on, you can follow us on all our social media on official Rapid TV, and you can keep watching us on Rapid TV channel 176 on StarTime. So don't go nowhere, just sit back and relax because more interesting things will come in your way. So moving on today, we have a health expert and she's going to be telling us more on FGM. So she is she has a lot more to tell us. So it's a pleasure of being part of the show.
Pleasure is mine.
So can you give us an overview of what FGM means? That's female genital mutilation. What is female genital mutilation?
Female genital mutilation, as the word goes, female as a woman.
Yes.
Genital, the private area of the woman. Mutilation, destruction, excision, cutting of the genital area. So that's just the English word. But you can also say it is circumcision. Just like you circumcise the male child, they are also circumcising the female child. So that mutilation there says the female genital area is being destroyed, destroying the female genital area. So you can go, that's just the short form of it. So for any layman, FGM means circumcision. So some people have it that people who girls, most of them, they are being circumcised at the age of infancy to 15 years. How true is it? Like, is it really common? Is well, I would say from statistics so far, from let's say from last year to this year, it is reducing now because we in the primary healthcare we have been doing a lot of work on that. We do a lot of health talk in the primary health centers all over Abuja, FCT. And in my clinic, the family health clinic, we talk about it to women who are pregnant, who has come for antenatal. Because we found out before now that once a girl child is born, before they bring the child for the first immunization, they are circumcised. Wow. Yes. Then we are carrying this baby is crying. Why is this baby crying? Yes, we look at it. What happened? We circumcise her. Why? Our religion say we should circumcise her. If we don't circumcise her, she will start sleeping around. Okay, they are religion. Yes, so now in essence we say they do this circumcision because of their religion or their belief, cultural belief, the religion which that particular individual family belongs to, the culture where he has come from. In some culture, like in the Igbo land, for instance, they believe that a woman is not, a girl child is not yet a woman until she is circumcised. She cannot belong to certain age grade group
Really?
Until, yes, until, especially in Imo State, until she's circumcised. Then while in some areas, like some few areas in Delta State, they believe that this woman, as she's carrying her first pregnancy, she must be circumcised. Or else she cannot have that baby.
Does it mean that they must circumcise her before she
puts to bed? So
Wow.
in pregnancy, and before the 8th month of pregnancy.
Wow.
So you see, the God put the woman into so much pain, both psychological pain, stress, psychological trauma. The stress is there. Some even become psychotic.
Wow.
They have mental problems.
Wow.
Because of the pain. The pain too can make them to have shock. They can bleed. You know, and some of them even die if the bleeding is too much, if the pain is too much, they cannot bear it, because they don't even, they can't take the girl child to the hospital to be circumcised, because no hospital will do that, except probably a quack hospital. But a normal hospital will not do that. It's only male children that will circumcise, not female. So they do it, maybe all these traditional birth attendants that will do it. Also, or they got bringing somebody an elderly person to the house to come and circumcise the girl child.
Okay, there is this thought that women or girls who are being circumcised, they do it because they don't want to suppress their sexuality. That is to say, they don't want them to be promiscuous when they grow up. How true is that?
That's not true. Okay. Because I've already said female genital mutilation is a trampling on the girl's right. Okay. It is discriminatory. And of course, now it is a criminal offense. So it does not have anything to do with being increasing of libido or making the woman to be promiscuous.
They say that when they do it, for instance, that she will not even have that urge when
if you see, it's in this female circumcision, what they do is two types. Okay. Some, as a woman, there's clitoris. Yes. The clitoris is that pink pointing, there's nothing pointing at the first thing you see in the vagina, in the female genitalia. Yes. So before when a child is born, there's something covering it that we call the prepuce. Okay. For a man that's not circumcised, you should have seen a penis that is not circumcised yet. There's something covering it. Yes. Like a cup, something like a shell or something covering it. So the same thing in the woman's clitoris. Something is covering it. So in some circumcision, it's that thing that's covering it that they cut off. Why some might be unfortunate, they cut off everything, including that thing covering it, plus that clitoris, they cut it off completely. But wait, I want to understand something. You see that you just said that thing that is covering it. Yes, the prepuce. The prepuce. Yes. They cut it. Is it even advised to cut the prepuce? You should not even go there. Because I think the prepuce has its own. It has its own effect on its own covering. Yes. So, because the prepuce is the prepuce that even produces the juice. Oh wow! Because there's a normal vaginal flora that every woman has. So if the prepuce is cut off, that woman to even enjoy sex becomes a problem, because she might not even she might not get wet easily. The man will have to do a lot of overtime to bring her up to his level to be able to enjoy the sex. Can you imagine? So God knows why he put that thing there. But our people say she will be promiscuous, so they should cut it off. That's very terrible. All right, viewers, you've heard of what she said. Now she said the reason why women do it is because the reason why some communities still practice female genital mutilation is because they don't want the lady to be promiscuous. But now she's trying to prove to you that they're even trying to violate her right, which is not right. It's not good. You're putting her in severe pains that will have a kind of a long-term effect later in the future. But I know we are still enjoying our topic, but we're going to go on a short break, and when we come back, we are going to discuss more on what female genital mutilation is. Stay tuned. Alright, viewers, welcome back on this topic, female genital mutilation. So right now, our guest is going to be telling us what are the side effects, especially those who are being subjected to female genital mutilation. So, for those who have been subjected to female genital mutilation, what are the side effects? What are their attitude towards it? Because you just mentioned earlier on that it makes the lady not to enjoy
sex, right?
But what other effect will it have on her?
First of all, when the lady is circumcised,
Yes.
there are serious side effects that the lady can have, like
Okay.
bleeding. Bleeding that will not stop.
It will not stop.
Yeah. Probably they have even cut one of the veins there.
Oh my God.
So from the bleeding, she goes into shock. From shock, coma, death. Then, if she's lucky, she's alive. If not properly taken care of course, there's pain there. Infection can set in. She can even have tetanus. You can have tetanus anywhere. It's not only your toe, your hand that you have tetanus. Tetanus can set up. The woman will not have, that's before you know it, she's dead too. Septicemia, it goes into the blood. That is infection of the blood. Before you know it, the woman is gone. So if she is able to pass all this stage, she does not die in that process, she grows up with it, or even if she's already an adult and they do it, if she's not pregnant yet, it's possible she can have infertility, that is, she might not be able to get pregnant. The reason being that probably the after effect of the infection she had that first time must have affected her tubes, maybe through the vagina, the infection has gone there. Or there can be scarification. Scarification means there is scar. It's like when you have an injury, you have a scar in your hand. The same thing happens there. And as I told you, I said this circumcision is two types. Some they just cut off the prepuce, some they cut off both the prepuce and everything. Good. So if they cut off everything, and at times it extends to even the lower part where the vagina is. So when the healing takes place, there's scarification. She cannot even have penetration. When the man wants to have sex, the man cannot penetrate properly without the woman going through pain. So you see, so at the end of the day, she cannot have a child of her own. She can't get pregnant. Then if she's lucky, one way or the other, because God is merciful. She gets pregnant. She cannot have a normal vaginal delivery. They will have to do cesarean operation because there's no passage for the baby to come out. Because of that circumcision that has affected the lower part, scarification has already taken place. It has either narrowed the whole of the vaginal passage or it has completely blocked it. Then that is that for the medical aspect. Psychologically, for a woman that has already been circumcised, probably she was circumcised when she was pregnant, as I told you, some places they do that when she's had kind of first pregnant.
Risky.
It is. So many women have died in that anyway, with the pregnancy. They die with bleeding and they die in the pregnancy. So that psychological effect that I no longer have a clitoris. I am no longer going to enjoy my husband the way I should.
And it causes at the long run, it even affects marriages.
Yes,
when the man
is coming to the wife and the wife is running away because she's not feeling any, there's no libido, there's no feeling.
You say she's just
like a log of wood. She will just lie down there. In fact, Yoruba will say just lie down like a malangidi.
It's not her fault.
You go lie down there and
but honestly, she doesn't know that this. Some people are not being sensitized. They're not being educated that this can cause a very, very bad effect in them, to have a long time effect. So she may not even know. And at the long run, they will be saying that I am not marrying her. It will not affect their marriage.
Of course. It always affects. Most cases, it affects the marriage. Yeah.
It's a very, very big one.
It's a big one.
It's not really good at all.
It's not palatable at all.
So, but in the aspect of the government now,
because I believe you're a senior officer with the primary health care, and you have been having series of cases like this, especially when they bring a baby, like this infancy, they bring them and and you see them you see that they have already circumcised the girl. So what do you encourage the government to do about it? Because if it's something that is still rampant, like it's something that's still happening, what ways will you tell the government to do it to look into the matter? Actually, government has looked into the matter because there's an act from 2002. The act was first promulgated before they now put it again into law in 2003. So as it is now, it's a criminal offense to either do female genital mutilation or encourage somebody to do it. Both the person that did it and the person that encouraged the person to do it will be taken to the court, and
they will give some years or some years in the prison. Some 4 years. In fact, actually it's 4 years that they say, or you pay certain amount of money. If you say, if you feign ignorance, that you never knew that it is not a law, that you did it because of your religious background. Yes, on that they can just look at it, okay, she's ignorant. But if you are our client, because we talk about it every day, being our health talk. If you are our client and you deliver and you circumcise your child, in fact, they won't even bring the child to you. But if you bring that child there and you are our client, you will be arrested immediately. Yes, that's what we do now. So government has already, they've waived into it. In fact, they have added it to the gender-based violence because it's also a violence against the rights of that girl. And they say save a girl child and save the whole generation. Save the world. So if you destroy the girl's life, because it's like you are destroying the girl's life.
Exactly. Where will she live? What will she live on? Assuming she cannot have her own child again, you have finished time.
And you finish. You are the one, and you are the cause. Not that she was born like that.
That's true.
So government are really looking into it.
But in cases like in the grassroots level, that is in the community, that some people still
believe that this is something that is their own belief.
Government cannot do anything about it.
No, government has. I just told you something.
Yes, I know that is an act.
You know, apart from the act, sorry. Yes. In primary health care centers all over FCTs, there are periods that we go on advocacy visits.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, to their chiefs, their elders in the community. We go on advocate, especially during the women. We have a program that we do twice a year on womanhood. Yes, so we go around on advocacy visits. During the advocacy visits, they help us, we do community, they mobilize the community mobilization, and we give the health talk. We use our microphone, we go around, we talk about it. In fact, there's a place we call IDP camp. We go there, we talk to them about all these things. Don't circumcise your child. If you're a female child, it's against the law. Now, if you are caught, you'll be arrested and you go to prison. That's what we do. So, and the chiefs too, I think in FCT, we are doing a lot on that. So what I would just advise the government now, in this case now, is that probably maybe if they can create some jingles that they will be showing on the television, on the radio, social media, all this. Yes. Let people, when they are listening to radio, they hear it. When they are watching television, they hear it. When they are walking on the street, they see billboards about it. There was a meeting we had some 2 weeks ago on this, and we suggested that. So I know that some NGOs are also the NGO that, especially IHP that is trying to, they are the ones that took over gender-based violence now. So they are looking into it too. So they must start before the end of the day, they start to do all those billboards. Even as you're walking on the street, the way we used to do with other health matters like condom use and all that stuff. So as you're moving, you don't see no against female genital mutilation. With time, I know with time, we do the Hausa version, the Yoruba version. When you see it like that, you're able to know that this thing is actually a criminal offense, and you will not be an ambassador in your own family to tell people about it that this thing is not good. So even if they want to talk about it, they want to say this baby that they got delivered now. Oh yeah. After 8 days, let's go and circumcise. You'll be the ambassador to say, don't do it. If they catch you, you go to jail.
Penalized.
Yes. So we are doing something about it in FCC. I don't know of other states.
That's very good. Okay, for those who will be watching us out there, especially our viewers, our dedicated viewers, so what advice do you have for them, especially those who will be traveling home, traveling to their villages? We don't know how to meet their villages, but honestly, what advice will you have for them to what advice will you have for them?
My advice to them is that when they go to their villages, they can also talk about it. You can say they watched something on the TV and they were talking about this female genital circumcision. Let cut it short. Circumcision, female circumcision. Yeah. That they said is a very bad thing to do. It's not good. It can cause infection. It can make the woman not to have children again. Let them be the ambassador of their own family now as they are traveling, or anytime they travel. Yeah, or anytime they had the opportunity to even discuss it, maybe in their family meetings. Yes, or maybe in their club meetings. If they got bring it, they can even maybe in club meetings or village meetings, they can say, okay, today, oh, this is what I learned in the Rapid TV. Let us talk about it.
Okay, for those who have already been circumcised now, I know that right now they will be facing a lot of, stigma, stigmatization. So, what other advice or word of encouragement will you have for them? At this particular time, it's something that the deal has been done. It's something that happened years back, and now they are trying to overcome the trauma, especially in people's marriages, because we know that lots of marriages are being broken today because of one issue or the other, maybe infertility, or maybe the man is not being satisfied with his partner or spouse due to one thing or the other. So what major advice will you have for them, especially those who have already been circumcised?
My major advice. Me, that you are looking at, I was circumcised.
Really?
Yes, I was circumcised. So I use myself. You can see me, I am living my life. So you have to live your life. Learn to live your life. Like as she said, the presenter said, the deed is already done. You just adjust to your lifestyle and make yourself happy. As for sex, you pretend. Me, I used to pretend.
Oh my God.
I used to pretend that I'm enjoying the thing because I don't want my husband to go outside. So I pretend. When he start playing with me, I will also be playing with him, and even though I'm not enjoying it. Wow. My own is that my focus is that I want to have children. And thank God, the person who did my own did not remove my clitoris. She only removed the prepuce. Okay. So I thank God. But for my girl children that I have, I did not circumcise them. And I will never circumcise them. And nobody will tell me to circumcise them. Because I now know, at least when they did it for me, I was a baby. They did my own when I was before 8 days. God, my mother told me, say it was the 70th day that they did my circumcision. And I asked her why did they. He said that's the culture now. That even that because all the children she was having, they were circumcising and that they were dying. She even said they should leave me till when I'm of age, because before you have your first child, I'm from Delta State. Okay. They must do that circumcision. It's a ceremony. Wow. They do big ceremony. Wow. That they will kill chicken. People will sit down and eat. Wow. That you are not a woman. They will wear you bead in your leg and your hand and your leg. Wow. They will welcome you into the womanhood. Yes. Wow. So she said that is what she wanted to do for me. But her mother said no. That this one, she will go and call the person that really know how to do it. That I will not die. Wow. That she was crying all through the night. No, but they did it.
You were destined to live.
Yeah.
Destined to live and tell the story.
Exactly. So, my dear, if they are circumcised, you just live your life and be happy. Wow. That's it.
Oh, beautiful. That's Ambassador Dorothy Ndidi, and of course, she has told us that
circumcision is not female genital mutilation. That is, female circumcision is not encouraged. It's not advised to be done. So, if you are of the opinion that if I do it, it will help suppress my feelings towards men, please do not proceed. If you're still living in the primitive world, welcome to the world of modern life. Yes. No more female genital mutilation. So viewers, this is the end. This is the much we can take in this topic, female genital mutilation, and we're going to bring you more and more episodes on different versions on the Girl Child on the Girl Child program. So keep watching Health 247. I remain your host, Irene Okichi. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.